Okay guys, so last week we went through persuasive writing and we kind of spoke about what persuasive writing is, and we went through the story of the Three Little Pigs, which we looked at the story from the wolf's perspective rather than the pig's perspective. And he wrote in a way that we believe that he was the one that was the victim and the little pigs were the ones that hurt him, which was really, really clever. And that's what we need to do when we're having a look at our book here. Okay, so remember we're writing about water and we need to write about why water is important and why it's healthy and why we need to have it in our everyday lives. So before we go through that, we're just going to have a look at the 9 I's again, because remember these are on your desks. You should all have a copy of these, and if you get stuck or you need help in what persuasive writing is, you can just go through this list by yourself, because that means you don't need me to help you, because it needs to be an independent writing thing as well. And yeah, this will definitely help you when you're stuck on something. So, Bill, can I get you, not Bill, Yasmin, can I please get you to read out the first 3? Can you see those from there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have clearly chosen a side.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great opening sentence and hook. I have 3 or more good arguments.
Okay, cool. Just stop there for me. So you need to choose a side. Are you for or are you against? And in this case, I want you guys to be for, only because if we were against, we would have to do a lot more research why water isn't good for us or why water isn't healthy for us. You have a really good opening sentence, so you need to make sure you hook your audience, because otherwise they'll just get bored. And you need to have 3 or more good arguments. This is so important, and that's where our brainstorm worksheet comes into play. You should have written your topic here last week, and you should have had your 3 good arguments here, so you can start thinking about what you're going to write about. Lily, would you be able to read these ones here for me, please?
I have used facts.
Yep.
I have included my personal view.
Yep.
I remain on topic.
Perfect. Thank you, Lily. So you've used facts. And having a look again at the book last week, I photocopied these pages for you. But some of the facts, I'll try and find it here, these are facts. So a tomato carries 94% of water. Bread carries 35% water. And a boiled egg carries 73% of water. And they're just some facts that you can actually include into your text to show people why it's important, because you need to persuade people in believing that water is good for us. Drinking water. People need to drink clean water to live healthy lives. These are all really great facts that you need to be using for your texts. And I'll read the last 3. So I have a strong closing sentence. I've written in the form of first person. Remember, it needs to be from your point of view, okay? Because you're the persuader. It's from your point of view. And you've used the correct structure, which is what we're going to go through soon. But before we go through that, just to reiterate everything we've learnt here, we're just going to go through the PowerPoint that I have up for you, just so it makes a little bit more sense, and I know that you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first one is stating your argument. You need to make sure that you're stating your argument and you know exactly what your argument is about. If I say, Ariana has really pretty blue eyes.
It's a statement.
It's just a statement, right? If I said, Ariana has pretty blue eyes because she was born like this, and we're doing some more research, her grandfather actually had blue eyes, and this is why she has blue eyes. Just an example. Using big names. So in this case, we would have to do some research to use big names. So maybe some scientists or important people that have said drinking water is important, because we need our audience to trust us and we need some reliable information. Facts are really important, which is just what we went through in our book. You need to be very convincing. So if I say, yeah, no, listen, drinking water is really great. Why is it great, Yasmin?
Because it's healthy healthy for you.
Because it's healthy for us, okay? It's healthy for us, and that can be one of your arguments. That can be your first argument on your little brainstorming worksheet. But you need more research as to why it's healthy for us. Using emotion to target your audience. So this is a really big one. And it's great when you're targeting your audience. So if we have a look back at here, just go through. So people in countries with a good water supply tend to take this for granted, okay? They turn on the tap and out it flows. As in, like, we really don't appreciate water, and we need to have a look at people that maybe don't have as much water as us, and we need to really start appreciating the amount of water that we have because we use water a lot. So this could be a great way to use that emotional with showing a third world country or something like that that doesn't have as much clean water as us, because we use water to brush our teeth, we use it to wash our hands, we use it for so many things, and they don't even have that, okay? So that could be another good thing you could write about. Trust, you need to make sure your audience trusts you, because if they don't trust you, they're not going to believe you. And you need to make sure that you convince the audience that it is really important that they believe you now, and that you're not writing until the very end until they believe you. They have to believe you in your first argument. And that's kind of like the same thing with that, with facts, using research. So again, this book has everything you need to get your research that you need to write about. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through some of the language that you need to use when you're writing your text, okay? So, it's really important that we're using emotive words. Does anybody know what emotive words means?
Teacher.
I used to.
Okay, so emotive words are basically emotional words, okay?
Teacher.
Yes.
Alex has got the pen in his mouth.
That's okay. Okay, emotional words. So, an emotional word is beautiful, friendly, talented, important, significant. All of these big words are really important when you're writing your text. We need to use conjunctions. So I've come up with a little analogy, acronym for this. And it's actually called fanboy. This will help you remember it very easily, okay? So what does fanboys stand for? You need to use these words in your text. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. You don't have to use all of them, but it's really important because we're writing from first person, and using these type of conjunctions are really important when we're writing that text. Present tense words, okay? So present tense words are words like playing, doing, going, seeing. These type of words you need to use when you're writing your text. And if you don't understand, don't freak out, because we're going to write it together next week anyway. I'm just getting you guys used to the type of language that needs to be used. So present tense words.
Teacher.
Not right now, please. Present tense. So examples is plays, doing, playing. So everything that's happening now. And adverbs. So adverbs, all words that end in ly. So truthfully, firmly, endlessly, all of these words is going to really help you when you're writing your text. I might write that up the board as well, because I want you guys to be writing these down in your books or on your brainstorming page. Oh, this whiteboard's going to be the death of me today, kids. Okay. So, going through the structure. Oops, you right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to make sure that we have our title first, okay? So, I assume you guys have written all this down by now. Don't need to leave it up on the board.
No problem.
You guys are just too good today, I tell you what. Okay, now, structure. What's the first thing that we might need, Yasmin? Where's my blue texter? When we're writing something, what's the first thing that we might need? A title. Yeah, topic. Good job. Sorry guys. I just can't seem to find what I need. That's alright. Alright, so title. So what's our title? Why is water important? Okay, why is water important? That's our title. You need to have your opening statement, as in you need to state what you're writing about, okay? You need at least 3 arguments to provide your evidence. So the example we spoke about before, water is important because it's good for us. That's already one. Water, and then go delve deeper into that. Water is important because it's in all the foods that we eat. If we have a look at our book, we'll be able to gain more facts. But again, having a look at your brainstorming worksheet, you should have written already 3 arguments down from last week. So that shouldn't be too hard for you guys. And then you need to have your conclusion. So you need to have a short summary of what you've just written. This just sums up everything. And kind of, this is your last punch. So you need to make sure the reader's like, yes, okay, this is really great. I do believe this person, and I'm going to drink water. And your concluding statement. So you need to restate what you said at the start. So this is why I think, remember first person, this is why I think water is important. Now, just to summarize everything, I'm going to show you guys a really quick video on YouTube. So just bear with me for a second. Your story's going to be great.
Persuasive writing. Episode 1. What is it? Persuasive writing is a type of opinion writing. Your opinion is what you think, feel, or believe about something. To persuade means to convince. When we persuade someone, we want to convince them of something. We can use persuasive writing for different reasons. You may want to persuade someone to believe what you believe. Or you might want to persuade someone to take action or do something. Or you might want to change someone's mind about a topic that's important to you. Persuasive writing can come in different forms. You could write a letter to someone. You can make an advertisement like a commercial or a poster. You could write an article. You could give a speech. Or you could write a review, like for a book or movie. You can use persuasive writing to convince anybody, your family, your friends, your classmates, your teachers, or even strangers. Persuasive writing is an effective way to change people's minds, much better than whining or complaining. Check out episode 2 to learn more about brainstorming persuasive writing topics.
Okay, so just as a recap, how many arguments does your writing text need to have? Phil?
3.
3. 3 or more, but 3 is a really good start. What?
Yeah, listen.
What? Let's have a look at the structure. What would your concluding statement have? Lily.
What you would have said in the beginning.
Yes, good job, Lily.
Thank you.
Gold star for you. And it's basically has to be in first person the whole time. So this is why I believe drinking water is important. Next week, what we're going to do is I am actually going to sit down with you guys and we're going to come up with a persuasive text together based on this book. So I'm actually going to model the text with you guys, okay? So make sure that you're ready with these 2 things in front of you because I don't want to have to say, oh, Bill, can you please get it out? We're waiting for you. I just want it to already be on your desk, ready to go, okay? Thank you, guys.
Really good.
Thanks, Miss Lapis.
No worries.
Is class done? Is class done?